Right, welcome back to the podcast channel. I've got this unbelievable gentleman next to me. His name is Eli. He's a 6-0 professional boxer. He's got another fight coming up in August at Wisbech St Mary. So if you want any tickets, give him a DM. He's got around 50.
Got about 50, yeah.
50 tickets
yeah,
left
50
so
left,
far.
yeah.
It's going to be a big sellout event as well. A lot of Roaring fans going to be there, smashing up the fucking something.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. No, we're good around here. Right, we're gonna sit down. I'll get this fucking mic sorted out. And well, the reason I've got you on here really is because you're a local lad doing amazing stuff for the community. We're in Wisbech Boxing Club at the minute. We're in a gym. We're in a boxing ring. To How.
Yeah, no, well, this is Hal's logo, yeah, but
logo here, Total Training.
Rolkers bought the ring off of Hal, yeah. He's got it.
So we're in this little boxing ring now. So yeah, we're going to sit down with Eli and talk about, I think mostly, why boxing. What has brought you to where you are today? Any other sports you wanted to do?
Well, yeah, football. I was a footballer. Yeah, I was a football. Well, yeah, we had a little stint. But no, yeah, when I was a younger, I used to play football. I still love football to this day. Like, even though I box and I love boxing. Boxing's my life. It is my life. That is just first and foremost. It is my life. But football's still there. Like, it's
left wing.
Left wing. Yeah, but I like to play centre mid now as well. But when I was younger, I was a good goalkeeper. I played academy. I played academy football. I played for Peterborough, Cambridge, Norwich, Rushden Diamonds. Yeah.
Diamonds.
Yeah, they're back. They're not a team no more, I don't think. But yeah, I had high expectations as a goalkeeper. Like, everyone had expected me to sort of make it, but one day it's a lot of travelling, a lot of up and down.
Yeah.
My mum used to take me everywhere, mainly my mum, because me and my dad had that relationship where, funny enough, me and my son have got it now. So I've got my karma. So yeah, the pressure. He used to put me on a lot of pressure and stuff. And when he was at games, I couldn't perform or we'd argue and stuff. My mum used to run me everywhere. Like, I was going to Rushden 3 times a week.
Is it past Peterborough way?
Yeah, like Northampton, basically. Yeah, yeah, it's hot in there. But yeah, I was doing all that, but doing it alongside boxing as well. So I think eventually my dad said to me when I was about 12, "You got to pick."
Really?
Yeah, he said, "You got to pick." And then the schoolboy finals was coming up, national finals, and then I won that, and then I thought, right, I'm actually all right at boxing.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I weren't particularly great. Never had no skill set. I just used to
get in there and fucking
just swing it out. Yeah, never. I just sort of started to come to my own. Yeah.
So far, and now you're here.
Yeah.
6-0.
Yeah.
It's unreal, isn't it? You've had tough opponents as well.
Yeah, they've all. I tell you what it is. So I talk to all the promoters first, straight off from the off. I say, listen, I want hard fights. I don't want no easy fights. I know how the game works. Everyone's like, the game can be, if you want it to be fake and not not authentic, you can just go and get absolute bums and fight. And I say to them all from, listen, I want hard fights. If I don't win or can't win or lose or whatever else, because it's only going to be because I put the work in 110%. Everything I do. If I can't beat a caliber of person that's going to be put in front of me, then it obviously isn't meant to be. But I'm not going to be going through life later on and in my own mind, because you can lie to the public, you can lie to everyone. But in your own mind, I can't lie to myself. So I could never get in there with someone who's absolutely useless, knowing he's useless. Because 3 fights ago, I got in there with someone who was absolutely useless, and I didn't know. It was a last-minute standing, and he basically fell over. And I was fuming. I don't know. Interview afterwards.
How far did you travel?
It was a Bethnal Green. It was like 2 hours. I'd done 100 odd. I've just shy of 120 tickets, and he went over in a minute and 20 seconds of me landing the first sort of few shots, and I was boiling. I was effing and jeffing on the mic after. I was boiling, and it ain't me. I think the thing is with me, when I get sent the videos of the opponents, I must refuse them. I refuse it. Don't want him. The person, I said, listen, he's not good enough. You want
a fucking tough fight.
Yeah, I want a tough fight. So when I get videos of these people having full-on wars, I say, right, he'll do. He'll do.
Boom, banging off.
But then when they get in with me, and I think when people watch me, they probably think, but I am hard to fight. I'm awkward. I'm from my size.
I'll tell you what, for your size, you are quick.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Right. I'm elusive, my feet, everything. So when you're in there with these brawlers, the brawlers can't handle it. So then when I'm getting in there with these brawlers that can actually fight,
Yeah.
when you see it, I've seen them have fights and they can fight, and then look, I have to work hard in them fights. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you make it, you cruise through it. I'm still working hard. Like that last fight, I had to still work hard.
He was moving around that ring.
Yeah, like I was, and even the fight before, it was in a smaller ring, so I still had to work. But that last fight, I was a little bit stiff a couple of days later. I didn't over it, but I still got to work to do my job. You know what I mean? It's just that the way I fight, I make it look effortless, but I am still working.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to sit and say, oh, yeah, I just cruise through it. But yeah, and it's the 10 weeks prior to that as well. Do you know what I mean? So that's who runs the boxing club. Our good friend Rolkis over there.
On camera
we'll get him over in a minute.
Get him on here,
because he is
the man, the legend.
He is a legend amongst Wisbech, the unsung hero over there.
Yeah,
is exactly what he is. I think he won something like that actually not long ago. After mayor, he got the mayor's award actually.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah, got a new mayor now as well.
Yeah, the old one. That's him over there.
What a lad, eh?
But yeah. So I think I can only beat who's in front of me, but I do refuse a lot of opponents to get the right opponent.
So is the next one a tough fight, you reckon?
Yeah, I've been sent a couple. We've not agreed anything with anyone. Like the one that's been sent all these knockouts and stuff. What
was he? 15 fights?
40 knockouts or something. Yeah. But see again, I've only seen his record, and that was like light heavyweight, cruiserweight. So he's stepping up to heavyweight. I just don't want to then be. Well, he's knocking out light heavyweights, cruiserweights. It doesn't mean he's going to do it heavyweight. I like to say the record looks good and stuff, but honestly, seriously, next year, because I come off probation and stuff, I'm going to be jumping on that plane.
Yeah. Where are you going to go first?
To any destination. And I don't mean on holiday. I mean
holiday when you punch people.
She wants to go on holiday. As soon as I come off, let's go. Let's find somewhere nice to go. I'm looking for an opponent to jump on a plane. Yeah. I'm not going on those sunny beaches. I want to go and punch someone's head in. That's my first destination. So if things go well with the fight, these next few fights, because we've got a few lined up like we spoke about before. We've got quite a busy next 6 months. Hopefully 6 fights.
Are you three fights away from potential?
WBA, yeah. So because of my situation, for those who don't know, obviously I've been to prison and stuff. While you're on probation, which I'm still on, the British Boxing Board of Control won't issue a license. Really harsh. Yeah, and so they've got their rules. Listen, I've got to respect it. It's a bit shit. It's the only sport I think in the world that does it. But so instead of waiting until everyone said to me, basically everyone ripped me off. Even those close to me, they would never admit it. But I know they were trying to usher me into other things, get to work. That's your. But even though I do work, obviously working and stuff, but boxing is. I've got to give it everything before I get too old. You know what I'm saying? And that is all I want to do. All I want to do is fight.
Get in, get out.
Yeah. Like when I first come out and I thought there's no way around this, I was doing unlicensed fights just so I could get in another fight. Do you know what I mean? I had 3 unlicensed fights. Not what I wanted to do, but I did it. Then I was fortunate enough.
You was edging the go.
This organisation I'm with now are professional.
Who's the organisation? Is it
BIBA, BIBA. So it's British and Irish Boxing Authority, and the WBA recognise them. So the others don't. WBC, IBO, and all IBF, whatever. They don't recognise them, but the WBA do. So, hence, few fights time. Yeah. There's that chance that I could possibly.
Good chance.
Yeah, to fight for. Listen, it's not going to be the WBA title because that's just ridiculous at the minute. But it's something I can work towards. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, they do the Commonwealth versions. And now there's so many different versions now of these titles. It is stupid. Yeah, but realistically, it helps me out. But there should just be one title, one champion. But there isn't. There's so many different ones. But WBA got international, intercontinental. I don't understand that. If I can get one, it's more money and it's a bit more get me out there. But yeah, that's the plan anyway.
Big fucking plan.
Yeah. So I think this time next year should be. I'll know where I am. In regards of, I know where I am anyway mentally, and I know what I can do. But
you're already there.
This time next year, I think we'll know exactly what direction I'm going. At the minute, I'm going up, but I think we'll know what level where I can be at, in regards of the big names that are out there, and then I've got to have the conversation of what weight category do I fight at.
What do you feel comfortable at?
I feel good at the weight I am, which is too small to be a heavyweight, too big to be a cruiserweight. So there is bridgerweight, but not in this organisation. So I don't mind fighting the big men. Honestly, I promise you.
How tall are you now? 6 foot.
6'2", just shy of 6'2", yeah. And I
man.
walk around probably 100 to 102 kg. I usually fight about 96 kg, 97 kg.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
You know,
Considering
in a boxing world, that is fucking that's good. Be that weight to move that quickly as well, that smoothly.
Yeah.
And fucking punch people as well.
But it's always been my sort of main attribute. Has always been, I've always just for a big lad moved. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I carry power that way.
And football as well.
Yeah,
you did move at football, didn't you?
Yeah, I could move.
I remember a few times.
I'll get down that wing, whip them in,
boy.
But yeah, so it's just all just keep chipping away, mate, and just keep chipping away. And
keep chipping
see what
away,
happens.
Mate. I think questions probably need they want to ask, but like so before you went to prison, you was having boxing matches, weren't you?
Yeah. So I had
I do remember a couple arm going. Like I went to Hudson, I think once. I think it was, and a couple others, and the crowd was fucking mental.
Yeah, mate. My crowd was ridiculous. They are.
How many fights did you have before you went to prison?
I had a few. Like I had a good few amateurs, and then I had a couple of pro as well. Yeah, so I think amateur had like 33 or something. Yeah, it says that in amateurs, yeah. But to be fair, for the fights that everyone else were having, it weren't a lot. Everyone else was having a lot of fights, but I just couldn't get the fights. No, I couldn't. I was quite big for my age as well, growing up, but just
nobody wanted to fight you.
No. It was not even being big-headed because I'm not like that. But it generally, we'd get to shows where we've been in tournaments, and then I'd draw someone in the next round, and then they'd pull out the tournament.
No.
I swear to God. And then I lost the title once because I didn't fight, and no one has a fighter. So, and then they still didn't issue me. I said, well, it's not my fault, is it? Because I didn't box. Yeah, Peter, it's ridiculous.
You've had a lot of ups and downs and speed bumps in.
Yeah, but mate, listen. Everyone has ups and downs. Everyone goes through shit, mate. Everyone goes through it. And like, listen, some people ain't been through half the shit I've been through, but then I probably haven't been through half the shit that others have been through. Do you know what I mean? And it does sound, and I sound like I'm speaking off of something off Instagram or something, but for someone that is going through shit, you just got to stick it out, honestly, because I lost my dad young. I never had no guidance. Yeah. Like, I mean, my mum's done a brilliant job. My mum's an absolute soldier. Yeah. She's done a brilliant job of all of us. Yeah, but when you lose that guidance and that discipline, because my dad kept me under control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you start losing that, mate, tough.
I've got some stories, mate, growing up.
And he was tough on us, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, mate, if I trained my son how he trained me, social services would come and take him off me. Like that's the sort of shit he was doing. Like he'd have me pushing him around a cornfield on a quad. He's 22, 3 stone.
He was,
and I'd push him.
He a bit taller than you.
Yeah, he was 6'5" or 6'6". But like, and then he'd make me do stinging nettles, like a ditch full of stinging nettles, and I'd be doing sit-ups down into the stinging nettles. Oh, mate! But all that stuff that used to torture me mentally, and that back then, is why now I've got that mindset. Because, mate, nothing phases me. And even if it does phase me, I can just ride it on the chin and just.
You know the end goal.
Yeah, of course.
Anything so you know, well, let's fucking.
Obviously times change and things, and I don't do that I don't do none of that with my kids, but that's why I have to make it, so then they don't have to even think about going through that hardship. You know what I mean? It's just fucking because it's hard work, mate. Like it's hard. It is hard. Like because of where I work. Like I say I work stupid hours. I work decent hours, but then because I'm travelling all the way to Norwich, it's an hour and a half there, sometimes longer, hour and a half back, and then I train twice a day. So I train sometimes before I go. Mate, sometimes I'm in the gym at 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I don't get home till 8 at night. And then, so that I'm trying to stay, like, sometimes I'm tired, I'm driving home, I've got to get home, then I come up here, help out when I can, and that. It's long.
People go, oh, well, you know, I can't do this.
Mate, it does. And I tell you what winds me up as well, the pros that don't have to work, and they just got the leisure of going to the gym when they want and doing it for their living.
Yeah.
They don't know how good they got it, man. But that's what gives people like me the hunger. Because you want to fight to have to get up to the top. Do you know what I mean? When you give it to you on a plate, don't appreciate nothing.
I bet the minute you get out of that ring, you always think about, right, let's get back in the ring.
Yeah, no, mate. Listen, I can't, mate. Honestly, I said to you, we had a little chat before. Yeah. There's nothing worse than having that break. A lot of fighters, you do need a bit of rest, but other than that last fight where because of work schedule and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to have that as my holiday. It just it just happened to slot into place nicely that I had a fight before. I'm back in the gym on the Monday or the Tuesday after the Saturday fight. Do you know what I mean? Have a couple of days off.
Yeah.
Don't go mad in the gym, but stay in the gym and then look for your next destination.
Active,
do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hitting the bag and dipping and diving and that.
There's too many people like. I see fighters and they'll have a fight and then they'll go on holiday and swan off and do this and go. And then because they're fighting every 3 or 4 months in their local area. Me, I'm ringing promoters. Like I see
You'd fight every week, wouldn't you?
I fight every week, every weekend without fail. And not like because I'm a journeyman. I'll generally have a hard fight every week if I have to. Because it's no different. You spar every week. I'd rather fight every week and get my record up. Do you know what I mean? Have an easy one, have a hard one, whatever. But like,
they need people like you, Eli, to be honest.
Nah, mate, I think we're a dying breed, mate. I think I'm the back end of them. Don't get me wrong. There's some good young kids coming through. There's some good young kids coming through, but their mentality is different and the way they're brought up is different because times have changed. Yeah. Social media is a big thing. Like, I don't know. You see a lot of fighters on social media. They look bloody good on the bag for 30 seconds because they're
when they're in that fucking ring,
and then that's all they've probably done all session or like. There's so many different things, mate. I don't know. I'm old school.
Like, you know what you've put in though.
Yeah.
You know what you've put in. Blood, sweat, and fucking tears.
Yeah, mate.
Absolutely 100%. And you know when you're in that ring, you gave it all you got. Do you
know
what I mean?
Mate, always.
Do you know what I mean? 100%.
The day I get in that ring and I can't give it my all, or don't want to give it my all, the day I call it quits. It's done. But at the minute, I wake up every morning. Even when I wake up and I think, "Fucking, there we go again."
Yeah.
That's all right because everyone goes for it. If you're telling me you get up and you don't want to go to the gym one day, you want to go to every session. You want to go. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. Yeah. Full of shit. They're absolutely full of shit. And they're the days you've got to grind out. Because then obviously, because we all have ups and downs, we all have good days, bad days. I say to the people I work with, I work with some people who really are lacking, they lack confidence stuff. And I just refer it to myself. So listen, trust me, don't think, because it looks all good what you see on Instagram and this and the other, because you have days I'm in the gym and I'm shit. It's just simple as that. I'll spar sometimes and I am pretty self-critical. And Graham Everett, my other trainer, Graham Everett, because I've got John Fax and Graham Everett. And I say, Graham, what's the matter? I say, no, I didn't like that. And he said, well, but it's just what happens. Do you know what I mean? It's not because it's a confidence thing with me, but it's just, I'm honest and I'm open about things. If I'm shit, I'm shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes even if I felt good beforehand or whatever, do you know what I mean? You just got to come back and keep doing it. And as long as I perform on the night, which I always do.
Yeah. You always got a good crowd there.
Yeah, the crowd, mate. The crowd. Listen, without the crowd and the fans, it would be hard. That's where it would become difficult because, like, I rely on the ticket sales, not even to pay. Listen, I promise you now. People say it, on interviews.
It's a tough game, innit?
They say, "Oh, fighting for peanuts." No, they do. They generally, because they're probably fighting for $5,000. That's peanuts, then,
Yeah.
I get barely any money, and what I do get. Let's just say, for argument's sake, and I'm telling you now, I haven't earned this money, yeah? Let's just say I got 1,500 quid, and I've not earned near that. And I promise you now, I've not earned near that. And that's no disrespect to any promoters. I'm fighting on small shows.
Yeah.
They've got fighters to pay. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting looked after as it is, and I know they're trying to look after me. And I'm not signed with any promoter, but TFM and at the minute they're helping me out a lot, and they're doing good things for me.
To them as well.
Yeah, that's Molly Edgington as well. But. Like my opponents get more money than me. Do you know what I mean? But and then when you work out, let's just say I did get 15, which I don't. I just don't want to put out there what I haven't had. But I'm not getting near that. Or even round it down to £1,000.
Yeah.
If I've trained for 10 weeks, it's £100 a week. Yeah. That's what I've earned. When you look at it like that, and I'm training 10 times a week, 12 times a week, just figure out I'm in gyms, nutrition, different gyms. I use 4 different. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
That is,
that's where the sponsors
when
come
you
in.
Put
because
the small print into, being what.
Like, people have said to me, oh, when they've known that, that's all right for a night's work, though. No, it's not, because it's not a night's work. It's years of work, and then over a period of the last fight, maybe 6, 8, 10 weeks, work it out.
That's not,
But then, so I don't forget as well, sponsors.
Yeah. Is that a massive...
Mate, and everyone says it again, but they're always fighting for good money. And that, I promise you now, without my sponsors, I'd be stuffed.
All
of it. I'd probably, listen, off the top of my head, I couldn't remember them or get them up or whatever, but they all know they are like, mate,
Are they local businesses as well?
All local businesses. I've got one man that sponsors me. He's actually from Oh, where's he from now? Like up Carlisle way. Yeah. He does raffles and stuff, and he just like he deals with cars and stuff, and he sponsors me every fight. So we don't really know each other, but I know his cousins down this way and stuff, and then everyone else, all local businesses. Some only sort of small sort of like sponsors, but they've been there from when no one else wanted to sponsor me, and I'll never ever not have them on my stuff, because when no one else wanted to sponsor me, they were there.
Do you have a lot of people then? Do you have a lot of people who didn't want to sponsor you? Is it
not so much didn't want to, but like I hate asking.
So I can get that point.
So like I never used to like beat the drum on it. Like I'm one of these, like even though I share a few things and that on there, like people like will say to me, "Oh, you need to start sharing it. You need to start doing it." I don't like to force stuff on people. So like I never ever used to ask for sponsors. So all my sponsors, to be fair, like have all approached me, more or less. Like, but Evolve's always sponsored me. Like Ray
you
to be
putting a good graph here.
Ray from Evolve. Grant Ryder sponsors me. Gage Drew.
Was it?
I feel top med. Fenland Fire sponsor me.
Great local companies as well.
Yeah, Hal lets me use the gym. Rolkers lets me use the gym. They all chucking do their bit. Don't want to forget anyone else. Feel terrible, but
Liam Brinton, we haven't.
Trying to think, Liam Brinton, he sponsored me. Tattooist. God, I've got about 12 sponsors. AML Roofing, my mate Matty from if I have forgotten anyone, I'm sorry, but it was off the cuff. We didn't even plan to even talk about it. But,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's it's just so. What has been your toughest opponent yet? What you feel like when you've had the punches from this, past 6 fights, have they ever been? You ever been like, oh fucking hell?
No, it's hard to say.
I'm guessing they are tough, but obviously
they're getting tougher as they go along. But like everyone said, like that last one, I made look as easy as the one before, but I know I had to work harder in that fight because I know the danger he brought with the knockout power.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It is. Yeah, it's tough.
This next one coming up in August. He got a good record on knockouts, has he?
Yeah. So his record was like 90% knockout record. Yeah. But
so would you? I don't know whether you can train for that. Would you train a bit more defensive, or you just stick to the plan?
Do you know what?
The way you always do.
And it's not because I think I'm better. I box to 90% of the time. I box to instruction. So the last fight was a good example of me boxing to instructions because my attributes are speed, agility, and boxing on the back foot.
Yeah.
Dangerous, but on the ropes, and that's the best. And that's the best of me. But that's my head, my heart, and the cojones want to stand in the middle of the ring and take someone's head off and take punches. Because I just got that in me.
You call him in the ring, in the middle?
Because he was goading me in. So I landed a couple of shots and he goaded me in. So he goaded me in, but on the back foot. So I said, well, you come here then. Like, come here. You come meet me in the middle.
I'll punch your face off.
Yeah. And then all I can hear is John Fax in the corner. No, back on the jab. Like, box. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I do. But, it's just, you've got to listen to the game plan. You've got to listen to your trainers. You've got to listen to what everything I do in the fights now, I watch little bits back. Like I send little clips to Graham as well because Graham does a lot of work with me. I never used to be much of a body shotter.
Yeah.
A lot of my fights now, I'm ripping body shots things. I'm doing a bit of work there.
Being quick, though, you're like. Well, I've shared a couple of clips online. I thought, I'll have that clip from our little Instagram and that. And I posted it, and fucking people were like, Jesus Christ.
That's always been my attribute. So I think as long as I keep that, I'll be all right. Yeah, as long as I keep that, I'll be all right. But it's just, any young aspiring boxers out there, just listen to your coaches, and just put the work in, and then because any coach you give 100% to and listen to him, he'll always give you 100% back, and that's what I tell the kids here and stuff when I help out. I can't coach my own son because I said earlier, I'm living that life my dad used to live now, where I did used to give my dad a lot of shit, so I think that's why I used to, and he's giving me it now, but.
It's made who you are today, though.
Yeah, of course. But like I tell them, as long as you just listen to the coaches, do everything right, you'll be all right.
And
because
you build your own pathway, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. Like I said to you, when I lost my dad when I was 14, I lost that voice in my head every time I'd done something wrong. So like when I coach the kids now, I coach them the opposite to what I actually fight like, because I do with bad habits, and over the years, like fundamentally, a lot of what I do is wrong, but it works for me. So I fight with my hands down.
Yeah.
I'll put my chin out. I offer my chin. I sit on the rope, square on like this, so I'm not even like this, but I can fight off of it. I throw. Yeah, so things I do in the ring, fundamentally, it's not something I teach someone from the start. It's just habits I've occurred over the years, but I've managed to adapt them, and people struggle to fight against me because of them.
Yeah.
So I use them, I utilize them, but yeah.
Great foundation, but you just tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
And like I say, when I jump into like the young kids and that, but listen, mate, you don't get no better than him out there for
where's he gone?
I don't know where he's gone. We'll get him. Listen, there's not many people. My son comes here only once a week because he's goalkeeper at the minute. But there's not many people that coach my son, and I trust him 100%. To be fair, mate, training wise, he's better than me anyway. He is.
He'll come back in a minute.
Do you know what? I walked in here Monday night to come and see him. So I always try and pop in when I can.
Yeah.
And I had a spare 10, 15 minutes to go in for my food. So I was coming here just to see him. I haven't seen him for a little while. And he said something to a kid, and it stuck in my head. I've used it 2 or 3 times. It's like the third time I've mentioned it. And this kid was doing something, not so much wrong, but he was doing something with a bit of a bad habit.
Yeah.
And he said to the kid, and I thought, fucking hell, he's right. That's right, that is. I thought, this goes for life as well. He said, you've done that 1,000 times to make that a bad habit. He said, now you've got to do it 1,000 times correctly to perfect it, yeah. And I thought, do you know what? And I thought about it when he walked off, and I thought, do you know what? That could just go for anything in life. Any bad habit you've got, like me, for example, just blowing out of proportion a little bit, but like people see me now in the last 2 years that I've come out of jail and I've just turned my life around, and it's just gone boom like that. Every single day, I'm breaking that bad habit.
Yeah.
And I put it to Zaki Oidas, yeah. I had bad habits that sent me to jail. I fucked up. Boom. When I come out, you can't just click your fingers and be in good habits. So every single day, when like people say to me, "Oh yeah, you've changed," yeah, I have, and it's brilliant.
But it hasn't.
But every day, I'm still doing it. You still get tempted. I mean, listen, I'm living life. I'm so content in them. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's good. But you have to keep yourself in your lane. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to veer off and go and be with idiots and go do this. Fortunate enough, I've got a good support network.
Yeah.
And I've got a good missus, good kids, good family, mum. Do you know what I mean? Everything, and good friends. Got a few good solid friends. And even like my trainers, they're my friend. They're good friends. Like John and Trey, they're my friend, and they all together, and my own self, keep me on that path. Anyway.
Did you meet your trainers in this, or was it before?
No. So Graham's like was a friend of my dad years and years ago, and then I met John Faxton through Graham. Me and John didn't really hit it off straight away. John's a bit stand back on his own. I've said this story before a couple of times. He's a bit unapproachable and a bit like I thought he's not, but I thought he was arrogant. So I thought, right, I don't. But then I think he watched me spar once over there.
Yeah.
And he sort of took a liking to me, and then we sort of got chatting, and then within like 3 or 4 weeks, he had me with him in David Lloyd's every day, and we was training all the time. And then we just hit it off. He come to Poland with me when I boxed in Poland. He didn't know me that long, and he jumped on the plane and come and cornered me. So when I was in prison, mate, he messaged me every Sunday. Every Sunday without fail, he used to go to his mum's grave, sit on the bench and write me an email out, send it in to me.
Well, hopefully he'll watch this, won't he? Hopefully,
he probably won't. He don't watch podcasts unless they're of himself. But he's good stuff, John. Both John and Graham, they are good stuff. I work for John as well. So John founded that gym where I work with Rachel I work for as well. So he's done all that in his career. Now he's he's passing all his knowledge on and helping out people with disabilities. And
I think it's a great thing what Eli's doing. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, I've shared a few things, but check his page out. He does amazing things at this gym. I don't know what it's called now.
Able to be.
And just check him out, guys. Give him through like, shares, comment, and it is honestly this man sitting next to me has done tremendously through like really good stuff.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Hats off to you, mate. Honestly, like I think it's this guy in the wheelchair. He's boxing now, and or something like that.
Yeah.
He was telling me a story about the guy with he had a bad leg, but he walked so far, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that's
Do
it.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like he never walked that far in his whole life, and then boom, he's doing it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
So many different stories, all different,
oh
there's
yeah,
hundreds of different stories and different stages that anyone's in. Some people in different stages, early stages, latter stages, or whatever it is, but they're all on their own little journey.
get better.
Yeah, and you just
Get better.
show them that because listen, there's obviously limits, but
Yeah,
majority of them can do it anyway. It's just showing them they can do it and give them that confidence to
yeah,
do
yeah,
it, as
yeah.
opposed to because they've probably been told for
You
God knows
can't
how
do
long
that. You can't do
you
that. But
can't do it, or you're not able to do it, or
yeah,
whatever. But
you just show him a little bit, then
John always says, if you can move it that much, you can move it that much, you can move it that much. That's his little saying, and 9 times out of 10 it
that's
comes
a
up
fucking
true.
good saying, isn't
Yeah. So I'll stop giving John credit on it because he loves all that.
it? Shout out, John.
Yeah. But nah, he's good. He's good. He's lived a
Oh,
life, and then he gives it back to me as well. So he boxed at a high level. Boxed Ricky Hatton.
did you really?
Yeah, he boxed people
He
better
was a
than
little
Ricky Hatton.
terror, wasn't he, out of Ricky
Yeah,
Hatton?
he had a very good close fight with Ricky Hatton. So he's yeah, his knowledge as well, putting into it, because he does a lot of boxing stuff for people, balance and stuff. It all works. It all works, mate. All works.
What is so leading up to fight week? Just say what couple of days out. What are you feeling? What is your routine? Is it the same routine, or do you do a different
Yeah,
sort
I'm
of?
quite relaxed, to be fair.
Do you do extra cardio or extra this, or do you
Nah,
sort
sort
of
of
like
like,
ease the
if
hands up a
anything,
little
Graham
bit?
and John sort of have to sort of like really drum into me to not train. So obviously, tapering down stage, I'll probably train hard on probably spar on the weekend or the Monday at latest, and then probably I might have one more hard session. But then it's
Yeah,
just these. Then just literally have 2 or 3 easy days of sessions, and then I always try and go for a walk or a shadow box a day
yeah.
before, and then fight day I don't actually even do anything. Do you know what I mean? I
Just
just relax
just
and then
wait,
yeah, and
blow
just
dry
go
on.
down there. But mate, it's hard for me to do that. It's hard.
You
But
just like
I came in here. I boxed on the Saturday. I came in here on the Thursday, and I just done 8 round shadow boxing in that ring over there, and I was itching to put a pair of gloves on and smash that bag. But what's the point? But that's how I was. I was ready
yeah.
to go. Do you know what I mean? I was watching it because he made them little videos, and I was watching his video, and I was thinking, yeah,
I'll
no
have some of
problem.
that.
Yeah, no problem. But um, you got John's lived and boxed at like for British and European titles and things, and boxed.
Yeah,
So when he's saying to me, listen, you don't do nothing. But
you
it's only
listen
because I
to.
get in my head, oh, if I don't do nothing, if I don't do nothing, and because I'm like that, I'm one of these people. If I don't do nothing mentally, I will blow up.
Yeah, yeah,
Like so, it's like. But then I've sort of accustomed to it now, and as I mature and get a bit more
yeah.
seasoned, then I obviously understand that it's right. Um,
Yeah, I think it was a saying which I normally now and again I'll say, like another good little saying, is always. I think in some situations it may come across a bit like, oh, but my father-in-law, who I've known for the last like 18 years now, um, he always goes to me now and again. He goes, Luke, always listen to someone who's done better than you.
oh,
You may learn
100%,
something,
mate,
right?
100%.
And he watches these now and again, but that always fucking stick. I'm thinking,
Yeah,
what the fuck? It's small saying, but it's like, well, yeah, I fucking will do. Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
no, definitely. And another thing as
But it
well,
can
like,
come across a bit like, oh, fucking,
yeah.
bollocks.
But you know what? Like, my dad's been gone 18 years now, and things like he was like, you should always listen to the older people as well.
Yeah,
People that
yeah.
are older and wiser, because they are wiser. Not like, but it just genetic, like they usually are. Do you know what I mean? Like, and when they
They've
give
had the
advice, I try.
experience,
Yeah,
haven't they?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's the old-fashioned thing, and it like I never listened to my dad. And then everything he told me, like, I sit there and think, oh, my dad was right. You know, even though I was like 13, 14, he was right. And then
Yeah,
I'm now trying to give the same knowledge to my son,
yeah,
and he's probably thinking, "No, fuck you," like, and he's not
yeah.
old enough
Fucking
yet.
yeah.
But then when he gets like 12, 13, and I start saying, right, about girls and about this and
Yeah, yeah.
about whether you want to, what path you want to go through with, what do you want to do, like when you leave school and all that stuff. And he's probably just going to think, oh, just, do you know what I mean? I just want to go and do whatever with my friends, but which is what I was like. But obviously, I was always grounded with my sports, so it was a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
different for
yeah.
me. I was hungry. And I still feel that same hunger 20, 30 years on. So it's like,
That's
I'm not
good.
30, but
That's good to have, though, isn't it?
yeah.
That
I
hunger
think, like I
inside
say,
you.
the day I don't feel the hunger is when I've got to be really like honest to myself, and then. But I'm 32 now, and I genuinely hands-on believe.
Only 32.
Yeah,
I'm
only
35,
32.
mate. You
Well,
know
that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. 32. Listen, if you'd have said to me when I thought I was going places when I was 26, 27, I probably wanted to be finished by the time I was 32 or 33. But now I'm here, and the condition I'm in, and the
place you
the
are,
place I am
yeah.
as well, mentally and physically, I do believe if I can have a good 3 years at the sport, see where I am, 2 or 3 years, then yeah, definitely. And then at 35, listen, if I'm there or not, then we'll see. But I guarantee it wouldn't never be because I never put the work in. It will just be because I come across someone better on the day.
Yeah.
And even still, I could get in there with Tyson Fury, any of them today, hand on heart, and you've got to be realistic about things.
You never know.
Usyk, any of them, and listen, they're world class operators. Would punch my face in, yeah. But when I step in that ring, I believe I can beat him.
Yeah. What a mentality that is.
But realistically, we're talking sense. But I would get stuck into him and think I could beat him. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point? Yeah, do you think in these FA Cup matches when these they go out and they try and win and they give it to them and then they beat the Premier League teams? It happens.
You never know, Eli, who's watching this.
No, you never know.
You never know. This is why we're doing it as well.
Yeah, Turkish Al Sheikh, if you're watching, get me to Saudi Arabia.
Would be anyone would you like a dream sparring partner to have? Would anyone out there now in this day?
Do you know what? I sparred Tyson Fury.
You sparred him?
Yeah, 2013 or 14. So this was the business when he went.
I never fucking knew that.
I went and lived for a week. I can't remember how long now. A few days that was a week. I can't remember. With Peter Fury. Peter Fury is one of the best men in boxing. Knowledge, overall, no bullshit. Peter Fury is one of the best men I've met in boxing, and outside of boxing for that matter. Because he's just open and honest about what it is, and I went down there. That man would not let me spend a penny. I lived on his campsite where he lived with his family. He brought me in for breakfast every morning.
What the fuck?
I trained with him and Huey, his son Huey, Tyson's cousin. Then they fed me every lunchtime. They fed me every evening time. I couldn't do enough for me. This is good. And do you know what? Obviously, I never
believe everything you see on social media.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Peter Fury, to be fair, he gets a good. He's got a good following on social media. People only got. I don't have ever seen anyone say anything bad about him. To be fair, and I was there with them. And Tyson come down one day. Can't remember if he came down with his dad or would have come on a separate occasion, but he came one down, done a few rounds, and could not touch him. He wasn't even training. I don't think.
How old was you then? Was you like 20?
I'd have been 20. Can't remember. I'd have been like 20, 21, 22 or so, 2021.
Fucking being in the ring with Tyson Fury, man.
Yeah. No, I'd probably been 20 to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mate, I'll be honest with you, I could not touch him. Couldn't lay a glove on him. And to be fair, he wasn't as blown up then.
Yeah.
He smashed. Listen, Tyson Fury has smashed life. Not even boxing. He smashed life because everything he came back from.
Yeah.
And then they're making Netflix documentaries about him. Everyone knows him, whether you like him or not. I love him. Yeah, his own brand. Yeah, I love him, mate. And that ain't just because he's a traveller.
No.
I think Tyson Fury's the man.
You see what car he drives? That fucking Volkswagen Passat.
Exactly. The old Passat.
I love it.
The old Passat. And do you know what? A lot of people listen. I know his dad. Obviously, you see his dad on there, and his dad sometimes does say the wrong thing. But his dad's all right. Do you know what I mean? He's just listen, mate. He's getting hounded left, right, and centre. He just probably says the wrong thing sometimes. But I met his dad when I was down there. His dad's a gentleman. His dad knew my dad. Had a lot of nice things to say about my dad. Do you know what I mean? His dad's.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah. It is, yeah. Oh, good. But I don't know what. Like I say, I'll feed off the question now a little bit, but probably like to spar Tyson again, just because how he's now. Not listening, he probably jabbed me all around the ring, but yeah, or Usyk, I think.
Usyk would be a bit of a rabbit, wouldn't he?
Cool. Usyk.
He's 6'1", is he?
6'1", yeah, but he's just a masterclass, isn't he? He is a top operator. I
think he's gonna be unbeaten for a long time.
Yeah.
Daniel,
I can't see the bar beating him. To be fair,
I think he's just got to knock him out.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think he's just 4 or 5 rounds in, knock him out. If not, Usyk will just be like, right, you're in my realm now. You're 5 rounds in, you haven't done fuck all to me. I want to take your head off.
I think he'd dismantle him, to be fair.
You know what I mean?
But yeah. There's so many good fighters out there, though. Especially there are so many good fighters out there.
Eubank and Benny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I watched that.
that fight's took a lot out of both of them. To be fair, fair play to both of them for taking the rematch, because that, like, mentally and physically, that's took a lot out of both of them. I don't know why Eubanks even boxed him again. To be fair, he's beat him. Well, money talks, mate, and that's what it is.
Thing, innit?
When you're getting millions to fight, fucking hell, give me fucking 10 grand, I'll have a fight. I'm fucking fighting for millions.
Yeah. Fight, mate. All right.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't believe you've ever sparred Tyson Fury.
Yeah, do you know what, mate? I sparred Joe Joyce. I sparred some good people. I sparred Dave Allen that same week.
Yes, Dave Allen, mate. What a funny character he is.
Yeah, sparred Dave Allen. Dave Allen probably can't even remember me, to be fair.
10 grand he'll fight him.
Yeah. Nah, but I like Dave Allen. How can you not like Dave Allen?
Yeah, he's a fucking funny character.
Yeah.
And,
I sparred Dave Allen when I was actually down with Peter Fury. I sparred loads, but Matt Legg sort of had an all right career, but he sort of lost to Anthony Joshua. I've sparred loads of people, because I will get in the car. When I sparred Joe Joyce, I just get in the car and drive 3 hours, jump straight out, spar him, drive home. And they're paying me as well. I've sparred. I tell you what, I've sparred, but he's a lot smaller than me. Josh Kelly. Welterweight. Yeah, unbelievable. He's ridiculously. He was hitting me with double left hooks, triple leg.
What about Nick Ball? Did you spar him, Nick Ball?
Well, he's a lot smaller than me. Lots smaller.
He's a fuck lot, but he's a bit of a pit bull, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a lot smaller than me. But yeah, sparred quite a few people, mate. But Dillian White, when Dillian White only had like 2 or 3 pro fights.
Him?
Yeah, sparred Dillian White. I was only about 18, 19.
Fucking hell,
yeah. Sparred Michael Sprott back in the day when he was.
He was big, wasn't he?
Quite big, Michael Sprott. Yeah. Michael Sprott, British champion, won prize fighter and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt. What's the other one? Matt Skelton. When I was a kid, I was a kid sparring. He's like teenagers, isn't it? Sam Sexton.
Well, I think you smashed the question there, mate. Who would you rather spar? You sparred everyone. I thought you wouldn't have sparred.
Yeah, but it's there's plenty out there I'd like to spar and fight, but it's all in good time. We'll see.
You never know who's watching, mate. So hopefully, you never know. You might get a phone call next week. You want to spar such and such?
I will get in the car. They know that. I spar a lot of good boys. To be fair, for these, it's hard now because I work. Because if it didn't work, I'd just go around the gym sparring. Because Peacocks have good gyms and that sparring all the time. I sparred George Crotty a lot for this fight. I sparred him a couple of 3 times. Actually, it's had a couple of 3 times, but it's hard to get sparring and everyone to be available at the same times and stuff. But like Crotty's only like a light heavyweight or something. He's so fast, so quick. He was on the GB squad. He was good sparring.
You've been in a ring with some athletes.
Yeah, it's good. So it's just.
It makes you better as well.
Yeah, no, of course it does. No, exactly. So it's just. I'll be ready for him, mate. When they want to fight, I'm here and ready. Yeah. Simple as that. I think
I'll put a pad on one day, mate. You beat me up.
Yeah, I think
I ain't no boxer, mate.
I ain't really my style, but I think if like after Christmas and that, and then I've got a good record, maybe 10-0, 12-0, I think we have to just jump ship and start offering people out
probation, mate.
Yeah, and just
you booking the flight to fight.
Exactly that. Fight to flight, not fight or fight. Flights to fight.
Yeah,
and then
the people better watch out next year.
Fight
on holiday, mate.
Yeah, fight for some titles abroad.
Be coming after you. There'll be no fucking sunny beaches, mate. No pina coladas.
So that's we'll see.
What gloves do you fight with?
10s, 10 ounce,
10 ounce gloves, mate.
10 ounce gloves, and you can feel the old 10 ounce gloves.
Cool. What ring size? Has it been different ring size for each fight? Was it?
Yeah, the fight, not the last fight. The fight before was smallish. I do like a bigger ring.
Yeah.
I've only because it just suits me a bigger ring, but I'll fight in a phone box if they want it in a phone box. Honestly, mate, don't faze me.
Yeah, go on.
I don't tell me that's not gone off.
No, that's not gone off. We're on, mate.
Yeah.
46 minutes in.
Class gone quick.
Hopefully, next year's plan is to get a studio.
Yeah.
And then, because I did post something the other day. People were like, fucking hell, you've made it. Mate, it's computer generated.
Oh, was it the AI thing coming? Yeah.
I thought I'll do a boxing theme.
Yeah.
And then I thought I'll do Luke Mode. I'm trying to, I never noticed, but I'm trying to do a different logo now because it's been like an anniversary now, like a year since I've been doing it. So I'm trying to switch things up a little bit, get a bit better at that.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, like you got a studio. I went, no, I haven't got a studio, mate. It's just the boxing ring, 2 seats, and it just,
Yeah, no, I look good though. It look good.
Just to do my bits of motor because I do everything. It's just me.
That's it's all in now. Yeah, no, that's what you got.
2 mics, camera, and a platform.
But I think you'll find, unless they're sort of like most sort of like podcasts and most people start off. It's how they start off. You've got to start off somewhere, mate. Like I said to you, I said it off camera earlier. Just got to stick it out.
Yeah.
Stick it out. Too many people trying and just thinking, mate. If it was easy, there'd be millions doing it. Well, I know there's a lot of people doing it
as well. Like, you know, it's like you said, it's not been an easy ride doing this, but I do it because I do believe that everyone's got a voice, and I want to use my platform as so they can have a voice.
Yeah, no, of course, because it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, mate. Some people
I sort of like the interaction as well and different connections and stuff like that, because obviously we know each other, but we don't know each other that well. Do you know what I mean?
No, I say I ain't seen you for a long time. To be fair,
it's nice to see you, sit in the seat, chat about a few things, mate, and it's I could go on fucking ages. I
know.
I need a Joe Rogan thing. That's what I need.
Yeah.
So anyone out there got a studio for me, you know, I'll do my best to turn up and get people on there. But I've got some interesting characters to come on. 2 more planned in, and then hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 300 now. I'm trying to. I started off with like 5 subs.
Yeah, no, it's good though, mate. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, no, it's good.
All organically made. It's just, like I said, the more work you put in, some days I'm thinking, you know I've got to do that. But like you say, just
got to keep chipping away, mate. If it was easy, they'd all be doing it. I think that's
good mentality, and I do believe next year you're going to be a different person. You're just going to be.
It's all, mate. Long as you're happy with how you're progressing, and not just me. I mean, anyone, and in any sport or in life or in your family, anything. You've got to stop worrying about what other people are doing and where they are, and just worry about where you are, because it's all stages, all blocked off. So like looking back 2 years ago, mate, everything was shit. I was locked up. Like,
how long was you locked up for?
I've done like
bit there, haven't you?
Yeah. I've done 2 sentences, but I've done nearly like 6 years, nearly. It's like 5 years, 9 months or something. And it's all right, like, so, mate, that's like half my kids' lives.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Over half my kids' lives, actually. My little boy's 9, and my daughter coming 10, and my little girl's just turned 11. So it's not good. It's scummy. It's a scumbag. Dosser. Do you know what I mean? It's just why? Do you know what I mean? But you do things, you can't dwell on it.
It's life, isn't it?
Can't dwell on it, mate. Honestly,
life happens.
Yeah.
You just got to deal with it, and you're dealing with it now, trying to better yourself, better your kids and that, and your wife. Are you married?
Well, no, but yeah.
But
we've got kids, good enough.
Yeah, good enough. You know, you just out there grinding, mate, and honestly, meeting you today has probably inspired me to do better.
No, I promise.
Because I think it's like what you do, like behind the doors, like behind closed doors. Like, you don't put everything on social media, but behind closed doors, you are doing a lot of stuff what's going to impact a lot of people. Well, and hopefully people watching this podcast, go and check Eli out, give him love and support. You know, you're a local lad doing things which 1,000 people want to do, but they're not willing to do what you do.
Trouble is, mate,
you know what I mean?
As much as we all say or like to think, other people support you, do obviously get some fucking horrible jealous people, and that's the only sad thing. Like, when I was doing well in boxing when I was amateur, I was the only one. Like, I was the first person for me. Like, Simon Lee was probably the last person. Like, Simon's got, like, he was like in this boxing in the 80s or whatever. Was the last person to even James and Lewis's dad. So their dad was the last person to even. I don't even know if he might have won an ABA title or schoolboys or whatever. But then that's like 30, 40 years later. Then whatever it was, 20, 30 years. That I done it, like all these other places. So then after me, no one else did it, and that. But you know, now there's so many fighters around here. Like little Harley Burrows and that. Mate, he's doing amazing, and there's other boys as well. I shouldn't have named Harley. These brother Jensen. There's loads of boys around here, and boys that come to this gym. They're all doing something, even where they've only had one fight, no fight. And I just want them all to just make it. Like, I'm not envious or jealous of none of it. Like, I want them all to make it, all to do this, all to do that, whether they win titles or don't win titles, all to just succeed and make it, or if it's in football, whatever it is, I want everyone to get, like, just to do better. But then you flip it, and there's so many people, even if they do say to your face, Like, and there's nothing worse than having jealous people around you that you actually
part of life.
Yeah, that you've got round you as well, though, like jealous friends or jealous, because then they'll just point blank range stab you in the back. But like, mate, if you want other people not to do well, then you've just got a negative energy, and you'll only
get rid of them people.
And it's not even that. If I don't want you to do well with this podcast, or you don't want me to do well with this boxing, you've got a negative mentality, so you're just gonna attract negative stuff anyway. So I'd mate, just, like, if everyone could do well, how much better would it be? Especially listen, I love Wisbech. I'm Wisbech, die-hard Wisbech through and through, but we are seen as a shitty little town. That's just how it is. We're
not even the pigeons will fucking shit on
No, but do you know what I mean? We're a shitty little town, so why not let everyone fucking succeed from here and do well? Like, put Wisbech on the map for the right reasons.
And we fucking will do, mate. I think we will. With the talent we've got coming through. And
exactly.
Mentioned earlier
football, boxing, whatever it is.
Got a lot of good footballers here. Boxers, MMA fighters. Bodybuilders as well.
I was going to say.
Obviously, I used to be strongman. Got a good
anything, mate. Anything.
Tennis players, like runners as well. You know, If you are watching this, you are doing something to change your life as well.
No, good on you.
Good on you. Keep it going. But yeah, I think we're gonna
wrap that up. I could talk for England, mate. I can. Always say I'm nervous. I've only done a few.
Right? I said, we need half an hour. You're like, half an hour. He was like, nah, need more than that.
Yeah, no, because I just get rambling on. I get nervous and don't want to say a lot, and then I just ramble on because things come back to me.
I'll get nervous every podcast I do. I'll get nervous, but as soon as these mics come on, I'm here.
That's your thing, isn't it?
That's my thing, mate. Like that, boom, I'm done. But yeah, it's fucking been eventful.
No, pleasure.
I think you've come across as well as you're doing in person, mate. You're an awesome.
No, listen, you can only be honest, mate. And
you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm
so glad you come on as well. When I met you, I'm thought, fucking hell, you know.
Yeah, no, of course,
Because everyone's got, like you said, everyone's got their lives, and I've been the past as well. Like, oh, come on, or they'll message me, but with this podcast now at the minute, it's like, if you want to come on, whenever, mate. Like, podcast will always be here. Other things that won't be here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, sort of took the foot off the gas a little bit. But yeah, I've got obviously 2 more lined up. But this one was the most important one at the minute. Because it's like pro boxer on here as well.
No, of course,
massive for the channel. Like I said before, local lad. We're in Wisbech Boxing Club. So fancy a session. Get down
here, mate. Because Rolkus offers. I don't know where he's gone. It's annoyed me that he's gone, but he offers free classes in here on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for kids as well. Getting the kids off the street, mate. Why do you want kids running around stabbing and smoking and doing this and up to no good and running up roads of cars? I don't know what they do these days. They do so much stuff I see on Facebook.
I wouldn't do it nowadays.
I know kids will be kids, but he gets a majority of them off in this gym. So
put them on the straight and narrow and something purposeful in life as well. Like, you know what I mean? And it comes down to, like, you never know what you're good at until you try it either. You know
mate, like I say, I didn't think I was going to be any good. And I started off and I was dreadful. And I didn't think I'd ever make it. And then one day it clicked.
One day. And then he's on the journey of coming 7-0 soon.
Yep.
In August. So if you want to get his tickets, he's got 50 tickets left. I'll be posting this video in the next couple of days. But yeah, thank you very much for listening, watching, whatever you're watching this on. It's been a pleasure having Eli on here as well. He's an absolutely warrior in and out of the gym as well. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, remember, never quit. Just keep chipping away. And if you're getting older and think it's too late, my slogan is it's never too late.
Yes.
I've got it on my top, so it's never too late. Thank you very much.
Let's get a little fucking thumbnail. I don't know what we should get, but fucking this. Yeah. A lot taller than me, so.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome, mate. What a gentleman.